So I'm going to do a little experiment here today on testing and learning because, that's what we're about. So I'm going to try to make a Doctor Strange style portal in a way, maybe just generic portal. And I already cut out a piece of really thin uh, foam, just like cheap kids area foam. And I got a hot glue gun. I'm going to go over it, try to make some texture on it, and then paint it. And then maybe try to make an invisible stand for it to go on, or different things. Yeah. That's all my materials right here. The peanut butter will not be used for anything in this craft today, so just to let you know. And just to let everybody know, like, for a while, these videos are going to be very, very bare bones. Just a lot of shit going on in my life, and I know that's true of a lot of people, but I want to do videos, but I don't have time to sit down and edit a ton. So I just hope people gain something. The reason why I like doing testing and learning is I hope people gain something and learn something that I've learned as time has went over. And sunlight in Florida, just watching this out. Fuck you, Florida, in so many ways. So the first thing I did is lay on some hot glue, and as you see, it's hard to see my lighting, and it's white clear, that it's going off the edges some. So I want that twirling effect a little bit. But like I said, I'm doing a generic portal, so it's going to be used for a lot of different things. I can slip it on a wall or anywhere like that to do it. But I want to see if I can get it with it coming off the edges. If I can get it to maybe get twirl off. And that's why I got the parchment paper there. So my first group of paints on this is the reds and the yellow and green and stuff like that to throw in some paints. It mainly looks green right now. I'm going to go back and do some other stuff, but this also lets me see where some of the effects are working and some of them aren't and stuff. Because when you pull them off, it's all about getting it off the parchment more than anything else, really. So the painting's finished on it. I just need to wait and see how well any of those glue stick magic ribbons hold on. And if it does, it'll be alright. Cool, quick little effect to throw on stuff. So I got everything painted up on this, and of course I might go back and add little details and little fine touches once we get going on it. But my next thing is to see if I can pull this off here. So I'm doing this handheld, so I have to see if I can do it with one hand, and we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I'll be seeing about making a stand for it, maybe, unless the structure just won't hold one, and then I'll be just blue tacking in a bunch of stuff, or holding it with string, or all the behind the scenes stuff you do sometimes. So the whole trying to make a stand thing really didn't work. If I'd made the foam part a lot thicker, it may have worked, but I was afraid that would give away the thinness effect. So what I'm probably going to do is tie a string on this, and then have it hanging from something, or my hand way off camera. I really want to get me some kind of like structure, like almost like an old marionette type stuff, so I can hang stuff from it. So that might be a project in the future. But if you want to see how it might look, it would be like, let's say if you did something like this. So I don't know, not the worst thing in the world. Not the best, but not the worst. So I hope you like this episode of testing and learning. And like, I know there's a lot of people do a lot more fancier versions of these, but even seeing the one that comes with I think it's Defender Doctor Strange from the Multiverse of Madness, which is an exclusive somewhere, I forgot where. Even those type of effects that Mattel and Hasbro and people do are kind of flimsy and don't always look as good. And making something yourself is really cool a lot of times. So that's one of the main things. Like, doing something like that effect might not be the best thing in the world, but it was cool to make. And I'll take some pictures, and it'll have my thing I made and my pictures I took with it. So, and that's a lot of the fun in the hobby. Like, one of my favorite things is not just collecting figures or any kind of toys or stuff. It's the making of dioramas. It's the making of videos. It's the taking photography stuff. All that encompasses, and that's one of the reasons why it doesn't bother me as much that I can't, for a lot of reasons, get the amount of figures that some people do, is because I have all these other things connected to it that makes it really enjoyable hobby to do. So with that being said, please like and subscribe to the videos. If you go over to our Patreon, we got you can check out our comic we're doing there. It's currently on hiatus, but you can see all the free issues there, and any money that goes into our Patreon goes straight into pockets of hiring other creators. So go to teamuniverse.blogspot.com for all our information on all the crazy stuff we do.